Hello everyone, I am so excited for this Unhinged, not only because it's been the first one in a long time, but because it is going to be my first time trying to do video horoscopes. So I'm super excited. I've only done these on lives. I've never done like a full video by myself. Slightly nerve-wracking, but this is also my safe space to be unhinged. So thank you so much for being a part of the community and for sticking through it while I got better. But gallbladder's out, the robot took it, is what I tell David, because it was a laparoscopic robotic surgery. So yeah, very exciting. So Mars is moving direct this weekend. So when a planet moves direct, it's moving as it should. When a planet is retrograde, it is an optical illusion that looks like it's moving backwards, but astrologically, the energy moves backward, meaning it's not functioning as it should. Mars is a planet of anger, manifestation, sex, passion, bringing ideas to fruition, taking action, war, conflict, all of those things. So every planet has their, benefits and their shadow side, but Mars definitely can rub a lot of people the wrong way. But we need it, necessary evil sometimes. It's just a planet and an energy that we have to learn how to navigate. So for everybody, if you want to learn more about retrogrades, we do have a full episode of the Jen Explains podcast. I think it's one of the earlier ones. Can't really remember. But I am going to go through all of the signs in order, starting with Aries, ending with Pisces. When astrologers write horoscopes, they always write through the lens of their rising sign. So first, listen for your rising sign. Maybe if you want to listen for your sun and your moon, it may not fit as perfectly as your rising sign, but sometimes there's like super important information that may jump out at you because the luminaries, the sun and the moon, are still very important key players in your life. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Let's get started. So for all of the signs, Mars will be in Cancer by the time it goes direct this weekend, and it will be making a trine to Saturn. So trine means it's about 120 degrees away in the same element. So things of the same element are besties. So when you have two planets in the same element, they team up and they do a fabulous job at making something happen. So with Mars, which is, action, passion, bringing things to fruition, and then Saturn, which is discipline and organization, we are going to get a very big productivity boost in whatever areas that the planets are in and controlling, and that's all controlled by your rising sign. So let's see what is in store for you. And I am so excited that I forgot to mention, it's not just astrology, but we are also doing tarot and oracle cards. So these are my naughty unicorn, I forget what the deck is called. Oh, the Rebel deck oracle. I don't really pull these out a lot because they're just not the vibe for a serious consultation. When I first got them, I was so excited to show them off that I would like pull something at the end. Someone would be talking about their cat dying, and then I would get like, take a fucking hike, and it's like, that's not helpful right now. So I only pull it out for certain clients or special occasions such as this one. So we're going to hear what Mars has in store for us, and when Mars is direct, do as the Martians do, I guess, and cuss a little. So I'm gonna be excited to try these out on y'all because I haven't used them in a hot minute. All of this information is going to be very timely and important because we have some eclipses and then personal planet retrogrades. Venus is going retrograde, Mercury is going retrograde in March. So between now and the first eclipse, March 13th, use this time to manifest, to get things in order. That way these retrogrades and eclipse season are not as crazy for you. And again, with that big boost with Saturn helping us, you can definitely make a lot of things happen in a short amount of time. So let's start with Aries. Your ruling planet, Mars, was going retrograde in your fourth house of family, stability, peace, foundation. So with that, your home life has probably been a little bit of a mess. Home hasn't been the sanctuary that you've needed it to be, even though Aries, extroverted baddie, probably only comes home once a week. You still need a peaceful home to come home to whenever you do need to recharge. So yeah, I'm excited for Mars to go direct for you so you can have that inner peace that you need every once in a while. So your card is the Ace of Wands. So reclaiming your peace by any means necessary. Do you need to block someone? Do you need to tell someone off? Do you need to evict someone? Set a hard boundary. You've got this. And, you know, Aries, you're feisty. You know you've got this. But I just also want to throw some encouragement in case you've lost it during this Mars retrograde, and especially since Mars is in a water sign. Maybe your flame is feeling a little bit, smoked out. But it's time to let go of what's holding you back and to move the fuck on. So you've got this. You can absolutely generate the dream home environment or the missing stability in your life before things get crazy again with the eclipses. My Taurus baddies, I love you. It's just the Taurus men. Anyway, Mars is going or was going retrograde in your third house of communication and community. Now that it's going direct, you can make that appointment. You can run that errand. You can finally meet up with that friend for lunch. We all say, oh, let's get lunch, and then we never do it. Now is your time to do it, especially because you are such a foodie. You like the nicer things in life. It's time to do that. You're also very sensual since you're ruled by Venus. So if there's been something going on with your vessel, with your body, time to take care of it. Time to see a doctor if that is what you need right now. I know it's really easy to just ignore things or Google and be like, oh, this is fine, right? With the Hierophant, this is saying exercise caution, be a little bit risk adverse. And then funny enough, your Rebel card is ask a fucking expert. Don't rely on your friends or the internet. Listen to a damn professional. Whether that's in regards to your taxes, because we could tell you we've messed up our taxes before, whether it's your taxes, whether it's a doctor's appointment, you need to go to the DMV, just get that shit done. Also, something fun, some fun homework for you, Taurus. With Mars in your third house, you may be driving a lot more, and that could also generate a staycation. If you've never heard of this, David and I love staycations. It's basically doing a fun little adventure between 1 and 4 hours of your home. So if you've been meaning to check out that cool restaurant or go on that hiking trail or something like that, now is also a good time to handle those types of things that you've been putting on the back burner, just trying to tread the water that was Mars in Cancer. Gemini. Fun fact, all of my childhood besties growing up were Geminis, and a lot of my adult besties are Gemini moons. Anyway, so Mars is in your second house of money, finances, and personal values. So a lot of people, when they think of manifestation, they think of money manifestation. Well, that is true for you. You can make a lot of money right now, especially if you are in a position where you have your own business or you have like a side hustle. You can definitely make a lot of money in a short amount of time. So money manifestation is going to be extra powerful for you. However, if that is not your position, you may also be trying to showcase your value. You may want, to find another job or to be part of an opportunity. So you're trying to show what you bring to the table. So Gemini, you have that gift of gab. You can definitely persuade and show why you deserve a seat at the table. However, your tarot card is the Eight of Cups. So at some point, it's too expensive. It's not worth your peace. Sometimes you need to walk away. As Geminis, you may get a little bit of FOMO, but not every opportunity is for you, especially if they don't see your worth. You can definitely manifest getting into spaces where you are treated, with the respect and the value that you're worth, and, just generating those opportunities. You are giving away your power. You are a badass. Act like it. So definitely don't compromise your value. But you can make a lot of magic happen in these next 3 weeks. So I'm excited to see what you do right before the eclipses. Cancer, Mars was retrograding in your first house of worldview and your physical body. So you're not an angry type of person. Cancer is very chill, very lovely, good vibes, but you have been more pissed off than you normally are. Like, why are people irritating me? I don't like people get under my skin like this. It's because of Mars retrograding in your first house. Now that it's going direct, it's going to be a lot easier for you to set boundaries with people without getting overly emotional. When you get you're so emotional and you're so mad and you're mad, but you're crying, no longer those vibes. You can just get to the point and be like, I need this. I need you to start doing XYZ. Very matter of fact. And it's great because your tarot card is the Queen of Swords. So yeah, you can definitely make an argument, set a boundary with all of the love that you have in your Cancer heart. Like, I love you, but this has got to stop because you need to love yourself first. However, definitely get a grip on your emotions. You have thrown a little bit of a pity party or just let yourself be in your feels for a little bit too long. The card says it's dark and you can't see a fucking thing. Why? Because you need to get your head out of your ass pronto. So, yes, people were unkind. They weren't treating you how you deserved. However, sometimes we need to take responsibility and take matters into our own hands. So you've got this. I believe in you. And if people are just pissing you off too much and you need an outlet, because Mars is going through your first house, it's also a great time to start a new physical endeavor, like a new workout routine, a new sport, especially something like MMA or just hitting a punching bag. Definitely right up your alley right now. Hello, my Leo baddies. I feel like I'm having a Leo moment. I feel like I had a good hair day today, even though it's 9:30 at night. Anyway, time to work on yourself. Mars is now in your 12th house of the subconscious, of mental health. I know it's easy for you to be the star of the show, out and about on the red carpet. However, sometimes you do need to reflect a little bit. You do need to go hermit mode. So right now is a good time to get your mind in order, to get your mental health in order, to do that shadow work, to do that intuitive work, to meditate. I know, as a fellow Leo, it is so hard, but you've got this. Your tarot card is the High Priestess, so definitely some reflection vibes. Once you get your mind right, once you get your energy right, it'll be a lot easier for you to meet your goals. Sometimes we put barriers in our path and it's just ourselves scrambling and panicking on the inside when we need to stay cool as a cucumber. When Mars is in the 12th, sometimes we can also have insomnia or really weird dreams. So make sure you also have a good sleep schedule and good sleep hygiene. David and I, this whole Leo household has been practicing that. Let me get a little unhinged for a second. Lucy always wakes me up at 3 a.m. to go to the bathroom. And we're like, why? Why do you do this? You could go before, you could go after. Why do you always want 3 a.m.? The witching hour. Maybe she's a little witch. I don't know. But we're trying to break that habit. So we are working on that with our little Leo in this household. But anyway, your Rebel card. You look like a shit show. You're a hot mess. Fact. Clean yourself up. I don't think this card means that your vessel, your appearance looks like a shit show, because Leos always look fabulous. I think that on the inside, like what you are projecting from the inside is a little bit scattered. So time to get a grip on that. I know that you've got this. Leos love to be dramatic, but time to put the theatrics aside and get serious to work on yourself and in your intuition and your mental health, shadow work, all of those beautiful things, so that way you can keep your sanity for eclipse season. Virgos, David's favorite sign that is not his own. Teamwork makes the dream work, with Mars going through your 11th house of community, friends, social networks, and social causes. So other people can help you achieve your goals right now. So definitely collaborate, network, go to those events. However, with Mars also in the 11th, you may want to be just a little bit bossy, because of course, as a Virgo, you're organized, you know what you're doing, and you're a little bit of a control freak. That's why we love you. But you know what? It's okay to collaborate with some people. It's okay to lean on other people's strengths. It's not going to hurt you, especially right now with Saturn. Daddy Saturn will keep everybody else in the group project in check. So yeah, just trust the process. Your tarot card is the Sun, so you will definitely have a lot of joy if you give into the process and work in community. Your card, stop sleeping so damn much. Wake up, you're missing out on some cool ass shit. With Mars, when it was retrograding in your 11th, definitely wanted to go into your happy place, which is hermit mode, but time to socialize, time to get out there, time to borrow a little bit of energy from Leo, and yeah, just collaborate without being too bossy. Libra, I am a Libra rising. Let me tell you, this has been dulling our shine. So Mars has been retrograding in the 10th. 10th house is about fame, notoriety, your public persona. For a lot of people, for most people, it will be work. However, if you are in the public eye in some sort of way, like maybe you hold a political position, maybe you're an entertainer, like if you have some other way of being a leader and in the spotlight, Mars has probably been pulling you away from it. So I think of like, the curtains, like for a stage, like when people are on a play, it makes me think of like Looney Tunes when one of the cartoon characters like just lets go of the curtain and it just goes whoop. That is us Libra risings right now. So during this whole Mars retrograde, that's why I haven't been present. Yes, gallbladder, but gallbladder aside, it's been Mars retrograde, dimming my 10th house, my ability to be seen and perceived. Hella rude. But anyway, we are back in the spotlight. It's our time to shine. If you've been having issues at work, those should be a lot better, especially if you have subordinates or if you're in some position of power. Whoever you have power over, it'll be a lot easier to like get a grip on these people. Your tarot card is the 8 of Pentacles. This is really funny because when I did my 2025 spread, this is the card that I got. Slightly freaky, but definitely a message for us to just continue to chip at it. Yeah, we took an L, we took a break. Now it's time to just get back into the swing of things and chip at it. And just a reminder that you are talented and fucking amazing. The world needs your power. Use your voice. Don't just use it for dumb shit. Again, it is our time to be in the spotlight. So embrace it. Scorpios, very exciting times for you as Mars goes direct in your 9th house of philosophy, spirituality, and travel. So if you've been wanting to plan a vacation, now is a great time to plan it, maybe even do it if you can do it on such short notice. But at the very least, planning it, you should have success getting all of those details in order. If you've been wanting to pursue something, study something new, whether it's something that's like higher education or like lifelong learning, something that you just want to learn for yourself, you'll definitely have the aptitude to do it, especially with that trine from Saturn. You'll be able to sort of dedicate yourself to learning whatever it is that you want to learn and really have the information percolate in your brain. However, be careful of, getting into a lot of political or moral discussions. I know it's hard in the times that we currently live in. It's going to be easy to get petty and pop off on the internet and just argue with strangers in the comments. Please don't do that. You have better things to do with your time, Scorpio. Your card is the Two of Pentacles. So you're going to have all of a sudden like this rush of energy to do things. You're not normally that type of like extroverted, actiony person, Scorpio, but you're feeling like it now. Just don't get too burnt out. Definitely do something new. Treat yourself. You deserve it. But yeah, just watch out because you may want to take a shot. Don't take 12. Take 1. Okay, maybe take 2 and then move on. So just curb your enthusiasm, just keep it in check, but still enjoy yourself in these next 3 weeks. Sagittarius rising, bound chicka wow wow. Mars is in your 8th house of, sex. It's the 8th house is such a weird house. It's death, sex, taxes, and magic. Very, very weird. But you may be feeling a little more spicy, a little more kinky, wanting to explore your sexuality. Definitely do it. It's a great time because there may have been a lot of like confusing, frustrating feelings during this time. Maybe you couldn't even have sex during Mars retrograde. Definitely a possibility. But now it's time to get your freak on. That's totally okay. You may also have fights over like shared possessions. So if you get an inheritance or if you just have some sort of asset that you share with another person, you may get a little bit like territorial over it. So definitely take what's yours. Don't take more than your share. Find a way to peacefully dispute it if that is your situation. Your card is the Chariot reverse. So as a fire sign, the least unhinged of the fire signs, but fire sign nonetheless, you may want to be impulsive sometimes. So just definitely take a breath, slow down, and just really think through everything that you want to do. Or if it's in relation to sex, just enjoy the moment. Regardless, some good shit is about to happen. Don't let your own issues fuck it up. Before I forget, also do your taxes. Like we said, 8th house can be the house of taxes. Yeah, do your taxes. It'll be fine. Capricornio. Mars is moving in your 7th house of relationships and long-term commitments. So if you're trying to date to marry, if you're trying to take the next step in your relationship, maybe if you're even trying to have children or do something with children, it might be a good time to manifest or take action on some things, but you are still prone to fighting, especially if it's coming from a place of ego. During Mars retrograde, there have probably been a lot of fights, especially if they start from like the other party, not yourself. But now that Mars is moving direct, it's playing a little bit more to your ego. So just be very careful when it comes to interacting with your partner or a partnership. 7th house is also like if you have some very serious business relationships, could be that as well. Your tarot card is the Two of Cups. So again, remember why you're in this partnership, why you're on the same team, and remind yourself that you're working towards the same end goal when you feel like you just want to snap. Shame, regret, and guilt, those are bullshit. Forgive and let that shit go. So again, is this argument really worth having? If you feel like popping off on some sort of partner, romantic or otherwise, or You know, is it just something from the past that you need to forgive and let go? It's just not worth fighting anymore. Aquarius, Mars is going through your 6th house of daily routines and your health. You may have a lot more energy than usual. You may want to start a new daily routine or just get a little bit more organized at home. That's all great and dandy. If you start like hyper fixating over fixing little things or like, you know, nitpicking things at the home, you may just have too much energy, and a hobby could really, really help, especially if it's one of a physical nature. Your card is the Page of Pentacles, so progress, not perfection. Again, with maybe wanting to redo your health routine, you may have all of these ambitious ideas and aspirations for like, I want my morning routine to be just like all of those I see on TikTok. Oh my God, why am I not attaining it? Progress, not perfection. Mars was retrograding in your 6th house of daily routine. I'm sure it was just chaos central and you were just trying to get through. You did a great job. You survived. You're here. So, you know, baby steps. And your unicorn card is make better fucking choices, which you're working on it. You're trying. If you are pissed at where you are, then stop taking yourself there. Very timely, especially because you want to redo your daily routines and you're thinking of how to improve. My beautiful, whimsical, last but not least, Pisces. Mars is going direct in your 5th house of pleasure, creativity. Maybe you're wanting to pick up an old hobby. Maybe you want to start 5 different hobbies. This is also the house of dating. Maybe after not wanting to go out, all of a sudden you want to go on 30 dates in 30 days. Pace yourself because this is a short burst of energy. Don't overcommit. I don't know why this is popping into my head, but the vision of like a softball league, like you sign up, you pay your dues, you buy the uniform, it's cool for the first week, and then all of a sudden, oh no, I don't want to do this anymore, but I already committed. Or going and scheduling a bunch of dates, and then it's like, oh, but I just really want to be lazy at home. So don't burn the candle on both ends and bite off more than you can chew just because it sounds like a good idea right now. Your card is the Knight of Swords reverse, so just know yourself, know your limitations, still have fun with this new explosion of energy, but be realistic about your commitments and your limitations. Your card just says a thunderbolt. Figure shit out on your own. So sometimes we want to get second opinions from people like, it's not that hard, right? I could do this, right? You know your own limitations. Don't try to gaslight yourself into enjoying something or doing something that you know that you shouldn't or that you're not ready to do right now. Wow. I did not expect this to be like a 30-minute video. I don't know how YouTubers do it. That was exciting though. Thank you for being a part of my first video format. Let me know what you think. Would you like to see more of these in the future? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I will do it for special occasions such as Mars going direct. Very special occasion, very much a chance to celebrate in my book. But yeah, let me know what you thought. Let me know what resonated. Let me know what you're going to try to do and manifest in these next 3 weeks. I would love to hear it. All right, everyone. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you and this community more than you know, even when we sometimes sit in awkward silence together. I love it because I know that I have all of you and you also have access to me, and I love this little community that we're building. So yeah, thank you so much for all the well wishes. I felt very, very loved as I was healing. And now I'm excited to actually do stuff with you, continue to host a podcast, get your voicemails, and my books are open. So if you want to book with me, feel free, DM me, hit up my scheduling link. I hope to see you all very, very soon. All right, have a good night, everyone. Bye.